My name is Do Not Obey, and let's get started. Let's get it. What's up, guys? It's me, Do Not Obey, and let's get back into the book. Here on the screen, the Aliens book. Y'all know how I like to rock it. I like to do it my way, so let's roll. I'll read a couple things out of here. I suggest you guys please go get this if you're interested in it. It's a cool read. A lot of you guys know a lot of these in here anyway, so let's start. So this one is Universal Origin. Now, they come from the Alpha Canis region. That's what it says. They're supposed to be the 7th brightest star in the sky, and one star in the Canis Minor constellation is where they come from. Okay, their physical characteristics. Now, they're basically similar to humans, although their facial features are more pronounced. Okay, chiseled, as you can see from the picture. They're symmetrical in perfection that foretells grace, strength, and endurance. They look strong as hell to me in the face, so whatever. Now, the men and women are taller than humans overall, ranging from 6 to 9 feet. Now, it says, when in the presence of this race, one feels safe. Okay? This is the intensity about them. Okay? Now, it says, let's get into the belief systems. Now, they believe in the cosmic law of one, which I believe in that too, so that's pretty cool about that. They are cautious of governments, not to the people, and they're against the governments, basically breaking this down, long story short, because I'm reading it, lying to the people and other dualistic worlds. They are champions of the cosmic underdog, so they are here to, I guess, raise the vibration, help out humans or little people, whatever, and maybe they go around and do this from planetary to planetary. I don't know. Now, their technology. Now, they have starships, motherships, and with crystal amplifiers. Now, that's cool as hell. Okay? Which assist their star seeds to raise their vibration. I just said that. On schedule with the divine plan. So I guess they're in sync with the divine, man. I think that's pretty cool. And it says that they also place these crystals in strict places around the globe for the same purpose, usually in areas where there's concentrations of star seeds live. So when there's an area of a lot of people, like I guess consider myself a star seed, you know, certain areas where there's more of us than, you know, less, that's where they put these crystals. And I wonder if this has anything to do with the crystal skulls, you know. Now let's get to their conscious ability. Now it says that they're fully consciousness. Now they're advanced in telepath. They can send message further than most of the people in the galactic kingdom, honey. They talking about the whole shebang. Okay, and it says half of their population has the ability of telekinesis to move objects with the power of their mind. They also get into them having meditation and how they focus on frequencies of 64 interlocking crystals that change different colors, that gives energy to take their mind into invisible worlds. I'm just saying, this book gets deep. Now, the dimensional capacity is that they are multi-realm commanderships. They like to recharge by visiting the older astral dimensions through mind jumps into consciousness, into like a bathing light. I guess that's like the light in the tunnel. I don't know. It's freeing to the mind, energizing the body, and refreshes the soul. A meditation practice that only advanced races are able to execute. Alright, so these guys are like Sirians. That's what it says. They are from Sirius B, a white dwarf star in the Canis Major constellation. Now, that was their universal origin. Now, their physical characteristics, I'm going to get into just a little. There's a lot, okay? There's a lot into this thing. Now it says that they are giants, standing 12 to 15 feet tall. Now the males have very thin waists with muscular torsos, arms, and legs. The women's waists are thin as well, with big old boobs and slender arms. That's like, never mind. They are hairless species and like to decorate their heads with jewelry or strange glowing gel. Kind of makes you think of the halo effect. Just saying. They move in elegantly. I said it almost as if they're gliding on air. Okay. Now the males are born with blue eyes and the female with violet. They also have hermaphrodite. Okay, male and female. Period. Nobody judges. Classifications. And most interesting is one of their eyes will be blue and the other will be violet, a balance between masculine and feminine. That makes you think of the Lemurians, who supposedly were the first, I guess humans here on Earth, if you study through Credo Matua and, the culture, and they were hermaphrodites. They had male and female parts. And then you got to think about the blue-eyed Africans. I'm just saying. And there are people with, like, rare eyes. I mean, I'm just saying, what if we're all a part of some... Y'all know how I get. Anyway, so the belief system. Now, they believe in the cosmic law of one. They believe in all is oneness of every race. Hallelujah. And that our home, the universe, is the most beautiful of homes. Well, I hope we keep it that way. Now, they believe in the invisible architect of the universe. For this reason, if there is a God, then who created God? Now, my thing is I still believe in a higher power, but I still have that thought as well. I do believe in a higher power, but who in the hell made the higher power? Just saying. All right, so now their cosmic agenda. Now, as a member of the Galactarian Alignment, now this is different, they participate in the Starseed program as well, and they help raise younger worlds into basically a greater, grander, happier society, if we can say this is true. Okay, they like to think of themselves as the mothers and fathers of the races. Now, if we say that, then they're basically Adam and Eve, but I'm not going there with that. I'm just like, what if a lot of beings say that there are mothers and fathers? What if a lot of them feel that they are? You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Now, this gets into some of their technology, okay? Now, they have motherships designed with 2 domes interconnecting. The skin of the craft is green with golden designs. They have an outer storage facility. They have a mega computer that's also part of their hyperdrive. Now, their fleet crafts are shaped like hexagons, and those are those, I think, the little bright colored ones I've caught before. I've caught them twice, but I've recorded it once. And then my homeboy JT got it the same night on his Apple, and we put both videos side by side because it was done at the same time. So if I can find that video, I'll throw it up here if you want to check it out. It's really cool. Like, it's an unknown flying object. I don't know if it's the government, allegedly. I don't know, but the point is, it didn't look like a plane. It sure didn't. And when you see it, you know it ain't. I'm just saying. Okay. Anyway, so back to everything. So with technology in their minds. Okay, so they said that their crafts are infused in their minds. Kind of like makes you think of Prometheus. It's like an organic brain. So the ship is an organic brain into their mind. That is really cool. So it becomes an extension of their body. All right. Now, their conscious abilities. Now, they are fully conscious. They're categorized as cosmic telepaths. Their elevated mental capacity encodes a band of light with a verbal or a visual message, and it sends it to the recipient using interdimensional light, a delivery system of their own creation. So they basically have created their own way to telepathically reach people. Now, their dimension capacity. Now, they exist in 12 dimensions, and people say there's 13, but I think there's more. Who knows, right? Now, it says since they, exist in 12 dimensions, they work in unison together. The higher dimensions, light beings, are the conscience, and they can't enter lower dimensions if their bodies are forming basically. Okay, so they are in a higher dimension, right? Now, they're light beings, so their consciousness cannot go into like a lower vibration. So we would be lower to them, I believe. I will use this as an example. So this is where they start bringing in the vector suits. And I'm about to get into the definitions of vector suits because I believe allegedly half of the politics, government, and Hollywood and all of that is in vector suits. Yes. So this is a vector suit which temporarily designs their body to stabilize them to inhabit their soul. So it's just like if you're an astronaut and you go to the moon. You can't breathe on the moon supposedly without all this stuff. So now we got to get into our vector suits. So other things are in vector skins. They live. Hello, body snatchers. Okay, so let's get into the Sagittarians. Now, I don't know if I've done them before. If I have repeated some of these because I lost my markers, guys, let me know and I'll pick new ones, okay? Just let me know. So they said that they originate from the Sagittarius constellation. Makes sense, right? In the southern sky. Now, that's their universal origin. Now, their physical characteristics, it says they look like Earth humans, but the women range from 8 to 10 damn feet, okay? And the men from 8 to 12. The Sagittarians are very angelic, allegedly pure and refined, honey. Like other star nations, their skin colors range. Their eye shape can be linear or slant slightly. Okay. This is their belief systems. Now, they believe in the cosmic law of one. They're connected to the unseen universe from which all things flow. And they believe in unity intelligence. I feel you on that. Now, they are geniuses of physical, biological, and psychological sciences and have the largest widespread departments covering each area. Now, my thing is, we keep hearing like all these beings have this good about them or this good about them, even though they all have the same, you know, similarities and qualities, right? But then you think about the people on Earth who all can kind of know about science and all can be kind of good in this, but you have that one or two standout stars, you know, like Jordan and God rest Mr. Bryant, you know, and LeBron, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, there's a lot of other people good at basketball. The professor, I love him. But there's, you know what I'm saying? So what if these beings and us, like I said, once again, we're attached to certain different races, okay, of beings. When I say races, when they say races, it's not about this. It's about different species, okay? We're one race. It's called the human. Get it together, people. Anyway, side note. Message. Yeah, so my thing is, what if genetically somewhere our bloodline, certain bloodlines, not all, but certain bloodlines are tied to these certain ones, like the science. So the people that were good in science come from that bloodline, hence why they are the ones that are good in science. You see what I'm saying? Y'all know I ramble, but I'm just saying. With them being scientists, they maintain a healthy spiritual equilibrium, aware that other driven science-based races like the Draconians, allegedly, that run this planet, and the Greys, lost their connection to Source. I believe that as well. And were unable to ascend to the next dimension of consciousness, hence why they're stuck here running a havoc like little minions and trying to keep all of us stuck and messing us up and keeping us in loops. Ooh, those birds, y'all, I wish y'all could see this. A storm is coming. I'm telling you. Those birds are singing. Now, their cosmic agenda, although they participate, it's minimal. That's what it says now. The Sagittarians play a part in the Starseed program as well, currently focused on Earth, okay? They work alongside other star nations in the Galactic Command Center stationed above and below the Earth. I'm going to read that one more time, allegedly, because we don't, you know, this is all alleged, but I just want to read this one more time. Now, it says that they work alongside other star nations in galactic command centers stationed above and below Earth. Okay. Now, their technology. Now, as a member of the Galactarian Alignment, Sagittarians have Galactarian motherships, starships, fleet ships, scout ships. All their crafts and command centers use biological stuff, okay? Their space vehicles travel through time-space funnels, okay? And the inner space continuum, whatever the hell that is. I know what it is when I look at a picture, but I can't explain it to you, okay? Sorry, big bird. Now, they only have one starship. I think that's cool. That is designed like a giant crystal sphere with long crystalline points. It said it's quite beautiful to look at, and the interior of the ship is like being, let's see, inside a crystal city. Kind of makes me think about the crystal city, you know, allegedly that was on the moon. All these pictures, big old glass castle city, okay? It's a magical creation. The starship draws its energy from the sun and from the starlight. Now, which to me, I believe the sun is closer than what they tell us, but whatever, okay? Now, this is their conscious abilities. Now, Sagittarians are fully conscious. They are expert in telepaths. They are cosmic linguists. That means they can speak everybody's language, I believe, through the whole universe. Let's see what else they got. They're effective diplomats. Allegedly, our government could learn from them if this is true. They are well versed in universal languages and speak in their home world tongues. Let's see what's going on. They also have a unique way of transferring deep love to others when speaking telepathically and sharing images from mind to mind. This is a special way of communicating mirrors to the angelic kingdom. They are highly developed intellectuals who are experts in profound thinking, strategies of overcoming difficult situations, deep writers and philosophers, and of the human condition across the expanse of cosmic society. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying, look, what if I don't believe everybody here on earth is human? It doesn't mean it's bad. I pray I'm not. In a sense, maybe I have a way out. Let's just end this short little video with the Argothans. Argothans, yes. A lot of you guys may know about them. Pictures are on the screen. Now, this is supposedly Mykos, and I'm going to read you what Mykos is before we get into everything about them. So a lot of people should know about the Argothans, okay? Now, Mykos and the Library. Now, it says Mykos, a 15-foot tall man, is a guardian of the multi-dimension 456 square mile library in the city of Catharia. Probably wrong. Now, I've heard of this city. Now, this city is located in the center of Hollow Earth, the picture that normally sits behind me. Now, beneath the Aegean Sea, the steps leading up into the library are white alabaster embedded with crystals and diamonds. When I hear about steps, especially the people finding white steps in the middle of the woods, what if that's sometimes the portals of him coming in and out of his library? Because you got to keep updating stuff, right? You know, the world's changing here, so if the center of the earth's in the center, you got to come above to get stuff, right? So what if these staircases are going into his library? That's why I wanted to talk about this video as well. We can do a whole separate one if y'all want to, but what if he's connected to the staircases in the woods? Okay, now it says that they're embedded with crystals and diamonds. The gemstones are a staple in agriculture in their city, as the spiritual properties in them add energy and life to the atmosphere and the people. Now, the library not only holds the entire history of Earth, but of the universe as well. Records are stored on crystal slides, plates, and ancient indestructible metals, which can be viewed on advanced crystal projection. See, everything's crystals. Systems either on a small holographic screen or in a mini theater. Now, the Argothans are cosmic citizens, may review the records, and once the people on the surface have become fully conscious, which they're hiding it from us, so whatever, they too will have access to the library. See, I'm thinking we all can have access to it. These are portals, hence why I believe these are the staircases people are finding in the woods. Within the library, a way station of sorts for travelers across the galaxies to come and go. One's DNA already coded as a fully conscious being is the only ticket required for entrance, so we can get in. Earth's surface dwellers can visit by calling on Mykos before they go to sleep and ask for a tour in their astral body. So I don't know if I'm going to try that, but if I do, maybe I'll note it. I'm just saying. Now, real quick, we can get into this, but I really just wanted to read you guys basically that little passage because, you know, with all the research I've been doing over these years of my old little life I'm living, right? At least 20 years, and I've always been interested and fascinated in the staircase in the woods. Oh, planes, trains, and automobiles. But, you know, and I'm thinking, like, you know, they're there and then they're gone. And then they always talk about that one staircase that people rarely see when they do see them, and it's white and it has no leaves. It's crisp, it's clean, it's like fancy, you know what I mean? So I believe that's them coming in and out of the world, and I believe we can go there too. I just believe we're capped and lied to, allegedly. So anyway, so real quick, because a lot of you guys should know about them, like I said, but they are in the inner earth. They're highly advanced society. they're actually a group of different, like, ancient Lemurians and beings. And that's why I really do believe in the center earth and of the center earth, because there's a lot of facts proven to it, like, honestly. And also the Lemurians, if you look up, like, Lemurians, there's research on Lemurians, like, they were the first, like I said, race that was male and female. Like, they didn't have to, you know, bump, you know, goodies to make a baby, you know what I'm saying? So it's like they were able to reproduce on their own. I've said this before in multiple videos, but it's just like I'm just saying, like, nobody really talks about it. Like, that's the stuff we need to be talking about. And where do they go? Where did their bloodline go? Because we know we have hermaphrodites here on Earth. So that genetic bloodline comes from where? The Lemurians, right? And they're the Atlanteans. They said Lemurians and Atlanteans. So a Lemurian is one different type of peeps that have two parts, and then the Atlanteans. Now, I don't know if the Atlanteans both had both parts, but it separated them as two different groups. So that's how I'm reading it, and that's how they said it. No, you will not. So it says that they are grouped in an ancient group of beings of Lemurians and Atlanteans that went underground, forewarned of the destruction of the surface, you know, civilizations. You know, we all know about it. I'm just saying. Now, they chose to isolate and involve in tranquility and peace. And that's just like me. I'd rather go to a cave and sit alone and have peace and to be around a bunch of people and this crazy effed up planet. I'm just saying. Now, they said that they work in a network that is unified governed council made up of ancient elders and councils, okay? Now, their capital city is Telos, located beneath Mount Shasta. Now, I'm going to sit back for this. Check this out, guys. Now, it says that their capital city is Telos, right? Now, this is located beneath Mount Shasta. It's a lot of unique and strange things that's been going on before I was born in Mount Shasta. Lights and disappearances and beings being seen and even UFOs and everything. Oh my! Their physical characteristics, real quick. They are similar to us, except for one point that they are much taller, when some reaching 15 feet or more. So basically they look just like us, but they're just tall as hell. They're basically giants. They're basically us, but they're basically us looking the way we used to look, I think, before we evolved down, due to the pollutions and foods and the spiritualness taken away from everyone. We're just running around like mad people. Just saying. Now, the belief system is a lot, but it gets into, like, they believe in an elevated society. They believe in the cosmic law of one. They are students now of the angelic hierarchy. Now, the angelic hierarchy is comprised of various classifications of angels, allegedly, and their universal duties. Now, the universal spiritual university of the most advanced. I keep hearing these words like university, kingdoms, the same words that we use here down on earth. I'm just saying somebody came here and taught us all of this. Anyway, now it says that there are 490 planets that stretch across the outer space of the city and spheres. Each world teaches a different subject to the cosmic students. There's so much going on, y'all, out here. It's amazing. We're just, for those that care, to me, like I said, if you care, there's a lot going on magical. A whole lot going on that we are just missing out due to allegedly selfishness, power-driven, low vibrational, gray energy, reptilian / human shaking of the hand control. That's crazy. Now, it also says when students finish their schooling, just like we do here on earth, for instance, that's what they say, I just said that, their soul will return for further education. Then it's off to another world, another adventure, which will, you know, basically satisfy the cravings of their soul to learn. My thing is, are some of us learning here on earth and we just forgot? Because if I forgot, I want somebody to wake me up that can recognize my spirit or my soul, because I need to get on, y'all. I need to get up out of here. Yeah. Now, it says that the angelic hierarchy and the order are divine administrators. Now, the inner earth civilization say every planet is hollow, which it's kind of been proven that Mars is hollow. The moon All the planets look like Earth. They got the poles, but they have the hole. Okay. Now they said there every planet is hollow, and advanced civilizations live in the interior of those worlds. It would make sense to put the smarter people down there, because the ones on top just don't know what the hell they doing anymore. They also say the sun is hollow, and I believe that as well. Let's see what else it says before we close this out. Now the cosmic agenda. Now Telos, we're just talking about Telos here, okay? There's a lot, there's more, but we're just talking about Telos. Now Telos is just one, like I said, of 120 cities, okay? Whose mission is to help us realize our full consciousness, okay? Now at the time, all the above and below civilizations will become one united Earth. Now my thing is, are these good or bad people? To me, they may be good, they may be bad. My thing is, I don't know. I just know that there is a center on Earth. I don't know these people. Okay, I don't know these beings. It could be like here on Earth. You can have some good ones and you can have some bad ones. My thing is, if they want us to be united like one Earth, is it united in the alleged New World Order? Because we don't want that. Or is it united in the way that I feel we all should be united, right? So, you know, that's where you get the wordplay. Who knows what they really, really mean by this? You know what I mean? And let's see, real quick. They also want us to know that a multitude of beings from cultures across the universe are here to assist us in raising our consciousness so that we will become members of universal society and known the splendors of unity. Well, my thing is, if they're still doing it, thank you, gratitude, ashe. But if you're not, please, you know, what? I wonder why. Are you stopped? Or are you working with the gov? Or the gov blocking you? Or are they capping the little tunnels where you can't get up out of the earth, and now you can only drop down in the national parks through your stairways? I mean, what is going on? Y'all gonna come help us or not? Yeah. So yeah, so that's basically what that says. And they said they're also members of the Galactarian Alignment of Space People and Planets, a universal alliance that works for the betterment of all universal kind. They just say. But like I said, all these people are in this book, and they say great things. Some of them are good, like I said, some are bad. But the good ones say good things, but where are they? I mean, where are y'all? Like, are you here and we just can't see you? Hence why everything ain't just blown up in flames. You know, that's why everything's slowly getting worse. You know, it just makes you think. Like, you got all this technology, and a lot of them won't go against the cosmic law. And like I said, sometimes I believe good has to do some type of bad to go against bad. Sometimes you have to break the rules, man. And maybe they haven't decided to break the rules yet, but when is enough going to be enough? You know, or maybe we're not the only planet that's doing this, and they're just trying to see which one holds out the longest. I don't know. So their technology is a lot as well. Now, they have silver fleets, disc-shaped crafts, all the crafts I believe that we have been seeing, like, you know, since the beginning of time, whenever time started. Unsolved Mysteries, you know, stuff like that. I believe these are the ones. The ships that were coming out of the Atlantic and stuff like that, I believe that's them. You know, coming out of the center of the earth. You know, so whatever. So they venture into Earth's atmosphere to survey our world using, you know, a base organic computer. They said that this computer system classifies as conscious entities at avatar level. So it makes you think of the movie Avatar. A lot of them are not able to sustain themselves in different dimensions, depending, I guess, on what level they are, you know, and they get into their avatar or their vector suit. It's like the movie Get Out. You know, like, they live. But are they good or bad, dude? That's the crazy thing. This is interesting. It says at the North and South Pole openings are protected from unwanted visitors by a magnetic force field, and it's camouflaged with cloud covering. That's why you always see that little, I call it a glamour. If anybody know is into magic or Harry Potter or just anything magical, it's called glamour, alright? And it's basically to keep them camouflaged. Now, the openings are so wide that the largest motherships are able to glide into Earth's interior with grace and ease. And I think that's like when we see like the long cigar looking ships, and then the big old disc looking ships, like the ones that we're seeing all the way back, like I said, definitely in the 1960s, you know, Betty and Barney Hill, I think that was around that era, I think. So yeah, so let's see, their space ports are just inside the polar openings, which would make sense because it's kind of how, like I showed you guys, Saturn's labyrinth, where it looks like a base, like where you would port down in the dark and you would put your ship right here, and then you would go down into your city, you know, with your staircases. Their ports say that they spread for miles and miles, and they have celestial gardens and have created a virtual paradise using circular designs interseeded with flowers, grasses, bushes, trees, ponds, and waterfalls. And it kind of makes you think of living in the metasphere or virtual reality. You know what I mean? They have electromagnetic vehicles. You hear how I said that? They have electromagnetic vehicles, and they are used for traveling within the cities, which we have electric cars here. We just won't use them because... And electromagnetic bullet trains connected underground, which we have those already. We've been at those. That's how the reptilians, you guys, used to get around before they just started living on top and getting in their vector suits. Yeah, just saying. All vehicles levitate a few inches off ground. That's cool. The subway and city walls have a built-in elasticity that is sturdy enough to hold up against the strongest earthquake, which it would make sense because if you had to live above these people on this planet Earth, honey, I'm pretty sure your world's been rocked to death. Now, besides the natural central sun, which overseas made their own sun, and y'all kind of say we can't have a sun in the center of the earth. Okay, so besides the natural center sun that emanates from the core of the earth, the Argothans use free energy, all right, for their light to light their city. So it's basically like they made this sun just like overseas made their sun. And I mean, if you got a sun that you created, you're going to get more solar power. You're going to be able to save more energy and not drain from a source that you don't have to, you know. But still, is that good or bad to create an artificial sun? We already have, I believe, one up here already, which we call our sun. Then we have one in the center of the earth, which, you know, that's their sun. So, and then now we have a third sun, and then we have Nibiru. So we have like 4 suns. If that is a sun, I mean, who knows what that is anyway, or what it could be. You got to think about that. So basically they said that they created that natural sun, you know, to give them natural light and stuff like we have up here on Earth. That's cool. I don't think it affects us, but the point is, why overseas are they creating a natural sun? What's going on with this sun up here? Now, their conscious abilities, they are fully conscious. They are telepathic beings. They also speak language of light. They are a unity of consciousness, and they have a powerful saying: harmony restores the flow of abundance. End quote. Now, the dimensional capacity. They work in a network of councils. They say that Earth will move directly into the 5th dimension because the 4th will no longer exist, as it is being removed by the angelic corps as a part of our accelerated ascension plan. And I understand, I get that, because the way we are moving down here as these so-called Earth beings, we need to take a few steps off evolution, and I think they've done this over and over again. I just believe they've taken out different little evolution steps, hence why we have all these missing pieces, and a lot of us are walking around kind of thinking one way and a group thinking the other. You know, you got the group in the middle. Because my thing is, oh my God, it makes complete sense. It really does. It makes complete sense. And then they say that all of them there's a hollow, you know, spot in every planet and sun, and there's people that live in the inner city of each planet. And was it created that way, or did everybody mess up and the smart ones ran in the inner and stayed, and then they moved on? Like, that's a question I do have, even if you think about that. So yes, I know I was rambling, baffled by the point, and it's just like, back on evolution, yeah, it's just like, you know, like when people say, like, you know, they went from this to that era, it seems like there was some missing time, or evolution sped up. That can't happen. It seems like evolution can't just jump and then now we're here. Well, obviously we can, and it's being done, and you know, so who in the hell else knows what's going on, you know? So, but I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Getting drowned out by the plane here, but didn't want to make it too long. But I just wanted to get in front of the camera and really just chit chat, break it down as I'm reading it, and just talk to you guys, and just, you know, sit here and just do an informal video like that. But let me know if I repeated any of these. I lost my markers, but I am going to try to get go through here again and just try to mark off all the ones I can see that I've done. I'll go through my videos. And, you know, and we'll be back again to talk about all these peaks in this book. I'm telling you. It's a crazy little masterpiece. But hope you guys, like I said, did enjoy this video. And like I always say, guys, do not obey. Stay woke. Peace.